the same amount of gold than early game characters. He puked on my floor this morning. He is a moron, so he's walking back. He's like, oh. Like, the shield he gives lets him tank an extra 10 shots. And that, I'm going to gaslight him into thinking that I actually lose this. When he, or that he actually loses this. He thinks he loses. I think he doesn't lose. Why would I let him? Okay, hello everyone. Today I'm going to be walking you through the Sett versus Gwen top lane matchup. So, if you've noticed, right, if you're a kind of high elo player, or you've noticed this matchup is kind of weird, the stats on it are like very weird, considering that you would think Sett should win, and honestly, this is Sett favored. Sett should definitely win, but like Gwen has a higher win rate. I think a lot of Setts just don't know how to play. On top of that, if you're lower elo, you know, just like watch this. For just general information, I'm gonna warn you, this guy makes a lot of mistakes, right? So I'm gonna tell you what to do in this game, also versus in a perfect game. Yeah, I mean, look, he's not even here when the game starts. Okay, so getting to laning phase, let's talk about runes real quick, right? So I have a scaling setup here with potion, inspiration second, potion, triple potion. He has a full early game setup with ignite and resolve. When enemy has early game setup, and this is a snowballing matchup, right? So whoever gets an early kill, whoever gets ahead in gold and experience, usually can kind of run over the other person unless there's a lot of like jungle intervention, right? So what I'm trying to do as a scaling character, because scaling characters get more value out of the same amount of gold than early game characters. What I'm going to try to do this game is to not die early on, right? Because the only way he can snowball this out of control, right, and beat me for the entire game is if he gets so ahead in gold, I can't fight him. And that's not a lot of gold he needs. All he needs is to be ahead 300 gold, and I can never fight him again usually, right? Or, yeah, right? So Sett, for the first, I would say 8-9 levels until you get your first item and Ninja Tabby, it's really hard for Sett to fuck this lane up, honestly. If you get solo killed as Sett against a Gwen, you are doing something very, very wrong. Like, Gwen is not a character with that many potential for counterplay, right? Her biggest counterplay tool is the EWQ technology, right? Where you E forward and Q for the snip, but then you're still in your W because you W mid E. Right, so that usually makes it so that like they can't trade back. But Sett's one of the few characters, like this fucking cat. Oh my god, he puked on my floor this morning. This creature, absolute creature. Okay, anyways, Sett's one of the few characters who he can just straight up walk into your W when you do that, and so that leaves Gwen with a very few counterplay options. She can W Sett's W, right, and that's like a pretty good, I guess. You can E his E, but then that requires that he's fucked up to the point where he's losing a trade and you haven't used your E, which is really stupid if the Sett manages to do that. And a lot of times in this matchup, you do not want to lead with E. I'll show you what happens when you do, because it happens during this game. And I want this game to be like the biggest, or like as much as possible of like an accurate view of what you should expect from a normal game. This isn't a stomp. This isn't a 1v9 hard carry. I'm going to show you how to out-impact your enemy laner when it's like a game like this, right? Okay, so let's go to laning phase. So as you can see, right? I just said this is an early game matchup where I want to not interact with this guy. Why am I trading with him level 1? So the reason why I'm trading level 1 is because Setts in North America usually always take E. This is usually good because it lets you extend trades. If Setts are bad, he'll use his E right here, which I think he does. Like, I think he punches twice and then uses his E instantly. On top of that, even if he uses his E correctly, which is he should just keep punching me and I'll run away slowly, and then he E's finally, right? He eventually does E, right, to pull me back, and then I lose all of my HP. Even if he E's correctly, this is still an okay trade, right? And it's the reason for this is weird. You'll see a lot of players do this versus Sett, like level 1 when he does have an E, it's because of how Sett works. It's not because of me, right? So Sett is a character, right? I do play a lot of Sett. This is why I'm like making this video at all, is because I know about this matchup and these two characters. So Sett is a character who actually does need his HP pool. In your mind, you see his passive, and you're like, oh look, he has health regen, you know, like it's Garen. Let's just trade. Let's trade. If I trade, I win, right? So he starts D-Blade, so he doesn't have that, right? He doesn't have. I think he should have second wind. If he has conditioning, I don't know. He's just stupid. Even if he has second wind, right? He's like thinking in his head, oh, I have my passive. I have a second wind. This is totally worth. However, the reason why you don't want to do this when you're playing Sett, right? You should try to look to get them low. The reason why you don't want to do this is you need your actual like health pool. You need health in order to dive the enemy character level 3. This is one of Sett's biggest strengths, is being able to kill someone under their tower with very little counterplay. Like the shield he gives lets him tank an extra turret shot, and that extra turret shot almost always makes a huge difference in terms of like them trying to flash away. And if you know when you can dive, you're supposed to always try to set that up. If he takes early trades, he actually doesn't have enough health in order to dive early on, because he doesn't have the health. The health converts to damage and shield for his W, and if he's losing it early on, he can no longer dive me, right? So this is why I'm doing this. And if he's like, I can tell, like, so see, he played this like an idiot, right? Because he used his E early, right? He should hold his E. This would be a much better trade, right? And if he does take all of my HP, I would just teleport back and not interact with him, right? So that's the game plan. It might be a little bit wasteful. There's obviously more clean ways to go about this. I was kind of testing the matchup. But I guess in most circumstances, you'd probably just want to not interact with him to try to get the wave pushed into you, because he's going to last hit the minions. You can give up CS a little bit, right? It doesn't really matter that much. But here, I do want to contest the wave. I still want like my CS, right? I didn't get any CS because of this. But my whole goal in the first place was to get this guy's HP down, right? And so now I'm walking up and he's walking back, and he knows that he has to do this because his E is down, and it doesn't come up in time for like a full all-in, or I mean, I guess honestly it could, and he should be walking up. Right, but I'm walking up because I have my fully stacked Q, and his E is on cooldown. And it's a very long cooldown, right? And this is a whole nother thing, right? So Sett, in an ideal world for him, he should be here. He should just be standing here, bullying me off the wave. He is a moron, so he's walking back. He's like, oh, Gwen Q3, it's gonna kill me. It does so much damage, but that's because he doesn't know the matchup. He doesn't know that Gwen doesn't do any damage right now with her Q, or not any damage. It's just not enough. He does not need to be afraid, right? My job in this circumstance, right, is to walk up because I realize that he thinks he loses. For some reason, he's giving up pressure. I'm going to let him give up pressure. I'm going to gaslight him into thinking that I actually lose this that he actually loses this. He thinks he loses. I think he doesn't lose. Why would I let him know that when it's good for me for him to think he loses right now, right? So this is why I'm walking up, like I'm bullying him, right? In terms of like throwing verbal insults, I guess. It's not like actually bullying, right? Because if I ever trade with him, he's gonna beat the shit out of me, and he'll realize, right? So that's not good. What we want to do here is just let the wave go in, right? His E is up again. I actually don't know what the fuck I'm doing here, but he E's instantly. I should be dead here. Actually, what is this replay? This is not worth watching. What am I doing? Oh my, I'm so bad. We're both so bad. Okay, but the point still stands, right? I don't know why he used his E instantly. He got scared, but I guess the ideas of the trading are still there, right? Just because you fucked up the trading the way I did. The reason why that's actually good for me, right? This is a good outcome, is because even though I'm giving up CS, even though I'm giving up pressure, right? He has Ignite and no TP. He's lost half of his health. He's used his full potion, and I have TP. So I could just come back on a full reset, right? And he has to keep pushing the wave, and oh. I stay. Okay. Right, okay, the level 2. I already know the level 2. I'm not gonna die to him, right? So that's fine. I'm looking to see if I can't TP, and at this point, right, this is kind of greedy, but this is also kind of a gamble, right? It's not just greed, okay? In my mind, I already know this guy doesn't know his character enough to even execute this. Like, he had 3 kills here that he just did not go on, right? I know that he's so unconfident on his character. I in my mind think I can ego this tower dive and just like just not die right now, right? I already know he's like looking to like trade this, right? I know he has his abilities up. I know when he used it generally, right? He could just walk in and punch me to death, but I guess a 1-for-1 when I have TP is like probably not good. Oh, here we go. Oh, I hit level 3. You have to be watching your XP bar and you're making your decisions. When you level up, you get armor, you get health, and those are the important ones right now for this guy, right? So you get way tankier. I get my W as well, and this right here, right? This is kind of the reason why he should flash forward, but he's an idiot. So I drag my W. He gets scared. So, okay, hold on. Wait. Okay, this early game is bad. Okay, this early game is really bad. I'm playing so bad, and he's playing really bad. Okay, maybe Diamond's a fake elo. I don't know. This guy's not Diamond. I think. Oh wait, yeah. This. So right here. This is a good outcome. So I see that this Vi, like, come on, it's like a tower dive. He's not gonna like go forward. He sees me doing that. He's possibly low diamond, right? Or low diamond. I think this is a high diamond. So, but like I already know he's doing that, right? So I can just get out of the way. He uses his flash to try to like get me in time, but like I already know what he's trying to do. So there's just no point in me doing that, right? This is so bad from them. But here's also like I guess the point, right? This set is already better than most of the sets you are playing against, like in your rank, probably. This Vi is also better than most of the junglers you're playing against. I might have made a lot of mistakes, but the things I did correctly was capitalize on their mistakes, right? If he's gonna let me live level 1, I'm going to get this full reset. They're gonna use all their sums, and we're coming back to a lane where I'm completely okay. And if he's going to mess up the tower dive, look at what my Evelyn's doing. She's already done with her full clear, and he needs like a whole extra minute, or I guess he's gonna do crab first, right? But like when my jungler is scaling, for me to draw all this pressure and for her to waste her time up here is really, really good. And on top of that, like I don't even lose the matchup here at this point, right? Because we're me and Sett are still even. Like I'm down CS, I'm not even down CS. This guy's such an idiot. Okay. All right, here's what's going on though. I know, okay. At this point in the game, right, I'm limit testing to see if I can trade. I can confirm. You cannot trade. You cannot trade. Like, that's another thing, right? You want to save your W for his W. It's like a very good way to use it, right? But as you can see, even if I do most things correctly, unless I have bone plating or ninja tabby here, there is no point trading here. He will just punch me, and it doesn't really matter. This is the downside of scaling runes, unfortunately. But the good thing about this is he used all his abilities, they're long cooldown, and he's like, oh, I have E now, I'm gonna get him. But then like he doesn't have the damage to kill me, right? I know, but oh. What did I just do? I asked for help. And then I got bailed out by my jungler. Alright, you know what? This replay is not worth watching. Oh my god, I'm so bad. You know what? Here. Sett is AD. Vi is AD. Build Riftmaker Ninja Tabby. Don't get behind in gold and just beat him up all game. Alright, that's my fucking synopsis. Alright. Holy shit. Alright. We're not watching this. This is not